Good morning and welcome to another video. Right, what have we got today? Well, you already know by the title. It's an RCA only, an RCA 45 RPM only changer, and it's a bit worse for wear. It's another project that's coming from the Mildred. So I don't expect much, but can I get it sorted? That's the thing. Right, let's give it a quick look over. We've got a lever here that doesn't seem to do anything, so I need to get under there to find, because that goes to under there that I've looked at. I can see that. It's very scratched. It's got a broken switch here, which is the switch for the on-off. That's broken, so that'll need to be replaced. Pardon me, I've not been up long, about an hour. Anyway, not worried too much about switches. What I am worried about, there's a funny looking idler. We'll see more of that when I take it apart under here, and that spring doesn't look original. Don't know where he got that from, but it doesn't look original. It's too new for the rest of the thing, so might not even be strong enough, but it seems to be, it could be right. But anyway, the only way we're going to find out is to tear into it, and what we'll do, we'll start by removing the motor. Start by taking the motor off. Mildred's been through the motor, but I want to go through it again, mainly because Mildred's been through it. So there we go. It's my first time working on one of these. We get the big bulky motor out of the way, along with the speed change. Well, there's no speed change, along with the idler. We get that out of the way. That'll make life a bit easier, I think. Make sure I don't lose any of the clips and washers and stuff I put in here for a minute. And it's got idlers in this, it's got grommets in this that I gave him, so I hope he hasn't butchered them to get them in. No, they are complete. Wouldn't have put it past him to cut them down or do something with them, but there's the other washer. I think they're actually copper washers, these. This base plate feels copper as well, or it's copper coated. Let's get this last clip out. And this is a 240 volt motor. It's not the original, I don't think. It's not the original. Bedford. Yeah, it's been rewound. It's been rewound, that motor. Well, that idler feels okay. So we'll just have a look at this lot first. So we'll just examine this. Yeah, that'll need a clean. That'll all need to be cleaned. The motor's free, but that'll need to be cleaned, because that drives on the motor there, and then that side there drives on the idler, on the turntable, which is weird, but that's how they've done it. But that's the least of its worries. but we know the motor's been rewound at some point in its life at Bedford. So we'll put that away for now, and we know it's a 240 volt motor. It's probably the original but been converted, because it probably would have started off as a 110, I think, on these. Now we've got this switch here which is no good because it's broken, so we'll take that off and we can bin that. That can go in the dustbin. Let's go to another camera. Let's go to, we'll have camera 2. Right, basically to get this apart, it doesn't look as though it's made out of too much stuff, but it's, we don't want to lose anything all the same. Now the thing that does worry me about this, and it is worrying, I'm wondering how the mechanism actually works to pull because what it does, it turns this is a concentric mechanism, tell you what, we'll get it apart and we'll work, we'll deal with it afterwards, because we've got to get this, we've got to take this gear off. There's a spring under there, watch out for that, young players, and keep all the bits you take off together. Try and keep everything together that you take off. There's another spring there, another washer on top of that gear, but we can leave that there. Look at that gear, look how nice this stuff was made back then. And then this should pull out. Well, I'll say it should. Maybe you have to take the push pad out, which is done by let's have a look. See what you have to do, you have to look for things when you can't find them. What I'm looking for is that. Try and take this off all in one go if I can. Don't know whether you can. Let's just have a look, see what moves and what. Like that lot there's the arm assembly. I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried about the arm assembly. But yeah, I think you have to take this off to begin with anyway. So we'll take that off. That only adjusts the arm height. We want the push pad out because that might actually pull out now. No, it won't. But I need that out because is that held in with a scrub screw or something? Yeah. It's a bloody Allen screw, would be, wouldn't it? Bloody Allen screw. That's not the right size. No. You don't have to use an Allen screw. When you find something that's going there that'll fit. No. 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 There's Mildred's file, I need to give him that back. Oh. No. Bloody hell. That might. Oh. That fits in there. Right. So if I can hold that, or I can just hold the turntable. There we are. Leave that out so I know it's the one that really fits it. Put the rest of this lot back. Pull that top piece out, which separates. Make sure I don't lose the grub screw. I'll need the turntable off as well. So that comes off. Now the push pad, this assembly should just lift out. I say it should. I think I have to take this off here. Well, I'm hoping that they're threaded because I don't want them dropping inside. Yeah, they are. They're not the right ones, I don't think. Right, I know I'm a bit early for some of you guys, but lift this out, there we go. Take this off. Right, that all needs a good clean. And there's an idler there, which is a concentric idler. That's going to be weird getting, it's going to be good getting a tyre for, isn't it? Right, this all needs a clean in, all this gunge's got to come off there. And that's the switch there that operates the mechanism. That probably operates. That probably hits against that. Don't know what this here does. But that feels okay. And this and that pushes in like that, look. As it turns. So it's just dropped down here. What's just dropped? That's what's pushed, dropped, which is the, that goes in there, pushes the arm up. Make sure we don't lose that, put that there. There we go. Right, we've also got a spring, a washer there. We want to make sure we don't lose that, so we'll get that off. Right. So really, there's not really much left. I would imagine that's there. That's probably loose. That's loose. And that. I will actually have to look at how this goes together. That hits there. I'm going to leave that there for now. I'm not going to. Yeah, I could take this off and have a look under there, couldn't I? First of all, see, that's supposed to move along. And it actually hits. So I need to work out that's correct. I'm just trying to work out how the actual arm mechanism actually works. Oh, hang on. This thing here, I'm just looking. That has to come back, but has to go. It's on the spring. It's full of cobwebs. And that comes out there. Oops. That's designed to roll there. Just having a look because I need to. I've never worked on one before. That's not all seized up or anything, that's right. That's correct. Right, well I think that's going to be pretty much not bad. We're going to leave that there like that. And we'll take the turntable off. And that's just an ordinary bloody screw for the turntable set screw. Would be, wouldn't it? We'll take the turntable off and have a look at the. Make sure it's only one screw. It is. Doesn't want to come off though. If it doesn't want to come off, we won't force anything. No. Right. We're not going to force it. If it doesn't want to go, we're not going to force it. Because unless of course that actually screws all the way out, which I don't think so. can stay in. That's designed to go into there, because that's not going to come out. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is, it's just stiff. Yeah, it is. It's just stiff. There you are. It does come out. Thought it did. And that's, put that back in there so we don't lose the grub screw. There we go. Now the turntable should pull off, and then we can get under there and clean all that. Right. And there's a thrust bearing there. There's also out. You've already been in the garden. Right. Where's my little pliers so we can get them under it? Let's lift this ball race out. There we are. Got a tiny little ball race. And there's a little thrust washer under there as well. I don't want it falling out, so I'd rather get it out. There. That needs to be repacked with grease. All cleaned. Needs to be all cleaned and done. Get the cleaning stuff down in a bit. We're just the main problem really is this idler. The clips are not very tight. Because it is knackered, so there's no point worrying about it. I have to see if I can find something like a tap washer. Something that would just go over the end of it there. You know, something. I mean, that'll all have to come off, that rubber, that's got to come off. I mean, it's all, that rubber's all knackered. I mean, look at that. I mean, I may as well pull all that off now, because it is knackered, so. And then find some up for it. Oh, there's a cut washer. Not a cut washer, a fibre washer. So you start to find things as you take them apart. So what we'll do, we'll get the rubber off it. And we'll see if we can find something that can replace it. I'll have to tell Mildred and he'll have to order it in. But what we'll do, we'll clean. This blade's broke. That's no worries. I don't want to ruin see, all that rubber there's got to come off. There you are. All that's got to come off. That all has to come off. It's supposed to be straight, that's bent. It's supposed to be straight. Right. Wonder if I can just twist it off, because I don't want to damage anything. It's coming off. See, there's one of the little holes it went through when it was vulcanised. Very soft metal, this. That's very soft metal. It's I don't know if I can put this in the lathe. No, I might be able to, just to clean it. Be very off balance though. But yeah, it's just a matter of getting all this. Do the pliers might be better. But I can't see where I put them there. So what about the clippers? Let's try them. Oh, we've got Steve. Good morning, Steve. Well, that's that's working. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and rebuild the idler somehow, but this is definitely atrocious. It couldn't be left. I mean, it's got to come off. Look at all the mess. Look at the mess it's making in my bench. I mean, that's really bad. And this part you probably can't get. So something's going to have to be worked out for it. Yeah, you just clip it, just scrape it there, just or seems to pop off dead easily. At least the other side did. I'll come and have a chat in a minute with you, Steve, see what you're saying, mate. I'm just going to get the rest of this off here. There we go. That can be just sanded now. back to a smooth finish, and then we can find see it's concentric, that it's not even round, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be that shape. Put that in there. There we go. Right. So for the most part, that's the mechanism stripped down. Not a lot to it really. In fact, there's less in that than what there is in a BSR. I didn't think you could get those pliers. Didn't think you could get any less. Let's see what Steve's saying. Yeah, Mildred bought that, Steve, and I think he paid about 17 quid for it. Yes, it certainly is, mate. That's exactly what it is. It's a 35. It's a 45 RPM changer. And I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do something with it. I'm hoping. Let's go to the other camera. I'm hoping we're going to be able to do something with it, but we don't know what, because the thing at the moment we're scuppered by is that idler. So I'm going to have to, I mean, it doesn't matter what I put on there, whatever I put on there doesn't have to be that shape, it'll conform. It just has to be roughly the right size and thickness. Someone's just come through my door. Just put someone through next door. Anyway, never mind. Anyway, there we go. So let's have a look at the motor unit. I mean, I will rebuild this. I mean, I've never done one of these, and I just thought it would be nice to have one on the channel for you guys to see, because probably a lot of you guys have never seen one stripped either. And what I might do, I might pull it apart completely and give it a repaint if I end up with it. I'm thinking about purchasing it from Mildred. We've also got a cartridge here as well, so why don't we take a look at the cartridge and see what kind of cartridge it is. Mildred said it went in the arm back to front, but I can't see how it would do that. But there we are. There's, oh, so what do you call it? It's a little Sonotone shitter. Got 78 RPM on one side and 45 on the other. It's a little Sonotone shitter. Hang on. I'm doing a live video, Mildred.
Right. Look.
Yeah, look. See what I've done? I've took all the rubber off because it was hard as fuck,
Yeah,
as you know.
I noticed it.
Well, that's got to be what we need. And on your travels, you might find something. What we need is something like a rubber tyre that'll go around that. Something like a
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, something like a huge rubber O-ring or tap washer with a groove in it.
How about two-sided? Mine you can't use it. It's sticky on both sides, isn't it?
Two-sided what?
Tape.
I'm not putting tape on it, Mildred.
No, I mean two-sided tape.
No.
It's sticky on one side.
No, I'm not doing that because it won't last.
We'll have to see if we can get a wheel for it.
You won't get a wheel for that.
I mean,
Yeah, an idler. You know, you won't get the idler. I'll tell you that now. You won't find. You ain't getting one of them. But that's what's in it, Mildred.
right. We'll just stick the fucking needle back in it and then
It's all stuck in.
see if we can fucking get one.
It's
Get
all-
something that'll go round it.
It's all. Well, we're gonna have to find something
Right.
because otherwise it's non-repairable.
Right. I'm gonna go because I've got to find these fucking keys. I need to get in the takeaway.
Right.
I just can't understand where they've gone. Right.
Try looking in your other trousers.
No, but these are the ones they had on.
Right.
Now I got in the car, I got the keys out. I got down to the fucking job, I got one light, went to go in the takeaway, couldn't find the keys.
Right.
So-
Well, you've definitely not dropped them here. They're probably at home.
Well, if someone finds any keys on the front of mine,
Right.
a big bunch of them.
Right.
Right, I'm gonna go, I'll see you in a minute, that door will up in there.
I know. I've seen them. Cheers. There we go. Yeah. Apparently he's lost his keys. He can't get into where he needs to. Yeah, well. Right. Steve's saying no audio. No, there wasn't, Steve, because I muted it, mate, because I didn't know who was at my door, so I muted it. Yeah. I muted it, mate, because I didn't know who was there. It turned out to be the Mildred, but I didn't know that, so if I didn't know that, obviously I mute it because I don't know who's at my door. Because I didn't see him at my head, I was looking at that when he knocked on. Anyway, but yeah, that was why there was no audio, because I muted it. Anyway, we should have audio now, or at least I can see audio going up and down on my display there. Out! Out! I'm going to let him out again in a minute. He's being a nuisance. There we go. Let's bring this camera down and let's bring it. Let's try to get it as straight as possible. There we are. So basically, that's what we've got. That's what we've got. We're going to have to give this a good clean. Don't know whether he wants me to paint it. Probably not. Mildred, he likes bodge ups, but unfortunately I don't do bodge ups. Or should I say, fortunately I don't do bodge ups. But yeah, that needs to be. That'll probably work once it's. See, what happens is that I can demonstrate this now. I think this comes through here. And that hits that and moves that along across there. And that's how that works. So there's no spring on that as such. It looks bent, it might supposed to be, but I'll have to find out. Let's put it back on the push pad and have a look. Because I could have twisted it. I don't see how. But it is only fairly soft. It's not really that. It does bend. I mean, let's put it back on here and give it a whiz round with it. Oops, should not lose that spring. There we go. Give it a whiz round. Let's take that fluff off it. There we go. That's weird, isn't it? See, that basically goes under there, and it goes that way round. And that goes in that way, because that goes in that way. And then that just that gets knocked over by that, and that's supposed to, once it's all together, that spring there hits that to knock that into position so it can actually rotate it. It just grips then, just works on friction, because there's actually a friction surface not on that. Well, there is on that, but that's for your fingers. There's like a friction surface, it's not a gear as such, it's just like a friction, like a rough surface on here. It's not toothed as such, but very, very, very fine, and it just grips the idler. And unfortunately I haven't got anything. I'll have a look. I don't think I have. I haven't got anything I can really use. I mean, let's find. See, that's too big. Well, see, it's getting them off, you see. It's getting them off without ruining them. That's the problem. I mean, I've got... Let's just move that. There we go. Right there a minute. See, I've got loads of these Garrard idlers. I can afford to sacrifice one. But I'm just wondering, it'd be too small. Where's that Calaro one? So we've got a Calaro one here as well, which would be too big. And I'd only carve something up that'd be useful in the future. But I think what I might need to do is look for some rubbers with a groove in it that can sit on there. But that's really weird the way that's made, but that's how it's made. But I'm gonna have to do my research. Probably gonna have to come back later on this one. There's the cartridge. Don't know whether the cartridge works. Don't even know if it's the right one out of this. It's possible. Put it up there, out of the way. Yeah, that's the problem. See, you can have these rebuilt, but the problem is that, you know, Mildred don't want to pay. Mildred won't pay that. It won't pay to have it rebuilt. Yeah, and that needs to be scraped clean. I mean, the edges are okay. Just scrape all the crap off there. I mean, once all the crap's off there. See, these are when these are made, they're actually vulcanized. You got to use a good rubber that's that can take the strain. Can't just put anything on there. It's got to be fairly tough, and I've not had my first cup of tea in the morning yet either. I'll be going in a minute, folks. That's it, that's clean now. It's got a rubber in the holes, but I'm not worried about that. Let's see what all this chat is about. Let's come and have a look at what you're all saying. Right. I'm going to jib off soon. I'm going to make myself a brew. Right, what are we talking about? Good morning, Harvey. Hang on. How big is that idler? I haven't measured it yet, Steve. I'll have to have a look in a bit, mate. I'm not in the mood for measuring it just now. I just wanted to get it off and get it out and have a look at it. It was a bit... Yeah, good morning, Harvey. Just got up. It's freezing. Turn the heating on. Back on the... yeah, turn your heating back on, Harvey. Stick your ass on the radiator and fart. That'll warm you up. Just need to change the belt. It's a bit slack. Oh. Morning, have you done a video about that Elizabethan automatic? Oh, you have done a video, have you? We'll have to have a look at that when you put it up. You just change the belt, it's a bit slack. Yeah. Yeah, there's only one belt in them. I mean, it's a bitch to do, but there's only one belt in them because you have to take the whole bloody thing apart to get to it. But yeah, it has to be done. Yeah, it's just Harvey talking about his machine in it. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna put it on mute for a minute because I'm gonna let him out and I need to go to the bog. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna put it on mute. I'm gonna end it because I want to get a cup of tea and the idea really was to the idea really was to just get this thing on the bench, strip it down. Find out what the issue is and see about sort of like putting it back into service. But I haven't got a manual for this. I don't need one. It's pretty self-explanatory in the way it comes apart. But I think I'm going to leave it there for now. And what's this rubbish that keeps popping up? Yeah, let me just go here a minute, folks. There we go. Right, that should stop that. Right, I'm going to leave it there because I've got a few things I need to do. It is early in the morning. It's 11:06 now. I was up at 9. The Mildred came around nice and early. Yeah, I'll catch you later, Steve. I'll let you know the size of the idler, but I don't think you'll have one, but I'll let you know anyway. But they're a rare machine. They are over here. That one was designed to be fitted in a lot of them had Bakelite moulded cases. But that one was designed to be fitted in a record player, probably a carry about or something. Those like a suitcase record player. But Mildred tried fitting it into a region tone, and he didn't have much luck because Mildred does things the way Mildred does. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I need to go and get some things sorted. I'll catch you later, folks. Thank you very much for watching and obviously commenting. Bye for now. Hope you enjoyed this one. Remember what it says there. Like, subscribe and share. And I'll catch you in the next one. Probably this afternoon. Bye for now.